Good morning students. Welcome to Web Technologies class. In today's class, I will explain you about tables property and the remaining properties. Okay. So already I have explained font properties, text properties, background properties, list properties, border properties. Okay. So like this, whatever styles you can give to a tables, that you can give by using HTML. And if you want to give more styles, and if you want to give the styles to a table using the CSS, how can we give styles to a table tags using the CSS? That we discussed. Okay. So tables, actually in the table, basically how many elements we have? How many elements we have? That is table, tr, td, th. Okay, example, these four tags we have in a table. So while creating a table, we'll use these four tags. So this tag, whatever content is there between these tags, that you can give a different style by using the CSS properties. Okay, so using the CSS properties, you can give a styles to all the elements, same properties you can give to all the elements, or separate properties you can give for each and every element. Okay, so what properties actually we have in a CSS that we can apply to table elements. Now I will give you the list of the properties and I will explain one by one in detail. Okay, I will give you the list now. These are the properties, CSS properties which you can apply to a table. Okay. So first you take screenshot of these properties, then I will explain one by one. And here one more is there is a caption side. Caption. Okay, now I will explain one by one. Border. See, already border properties I have explained in CSS. This is called as an attribute in HTML. So whatever attributes you have in HTML, same are called as the properties in CSS. Now come to a border property. What is the use of the border? So when you display the table, by default content will be displayed in a tabular format. But whatever borders are there, that borders are invisible. The border size is equals to 1. So the size is invisible to the user. But if you want to make borders visible to the user, then you should use the border T. Like border. Example pixels. That much width border you want. And you can give a style also. Border style. Solid. So solid line borders you get. Only one point you need to remember is by default the table's borders are invisible to the user. So if you want borders visible to the user, then what happens? You need to make a border property. Means you need to give a new value to a border property. That is the first one. The next one is the padding. So in the last class already I explained padding. What is the padding? Okay. So padding is nothing but it is a space. This is a table. Example, these are called as the cells. Here I am giving a title A, B, C, D. So this distance is called as a padding. Okay, so but actually what we call this padding is a distance between the content and walls of the cell is called as a padding. Okay, so for this also you can give a 4 sides different margin, 4 sides different padding, and all the sides the same padding you can give. So you can do like this. Table tag, padding, example 5. That much space you will get for each and every cell in the table, because if you are applying any property to the table, then what happens? that property will be applicable to all the cells in the table. Okay, so if you are applying property to only one table, one row or one column, that will go applicable to only that area. But if any property you are giving to a separate table, if you are applying any property to the table, what it means, whatever cells are available in the table, for all the cells, you will get the same property. Okay, so that is a difference between table, TR, TD, TH. Okay, so if this property you are applying to the TR example, that will be applicable to only one row. If this property you are applying to the column, that will be applicable to only column. Okay, so now padding is nothing but it is space between the content and the walls of the cell. The next one is text align. Text alignment example is the table. By default, the text starts from left from here. But if you don't want to start, if you want to display your text left side of the browser window, you want to change the position. Means instead of the left, I want to give the right side. Okay, then just you give table. What is the property here? Text align. Example, I am giving a right. So in each and every cell, the content will be displayed at the right side of the cell. Okay, so that is the text alignment. So text alignment left, right, center you get. Whereas it is the vertical alignment. Vertical alignment, same table, vertical line, top, middle, bottom. Okay. Okay, you should give either vertical or horizontal. Okay, so the next one is height and width. How much height you want the table? Okay, see example here. This is the table, and this is the browser window, and this is the table. Okay, so this is the height. So this much space you are giving for this table, and this is the width. How much height you want, how much height of table you want, that information will give by using a height property, and how much width you want for a table, that will give by using a width property. Okay, so here table height example 50%. Semicolon width 50%. As if we occupy 50% of the browser window, that is a height and width property. The next one is a border collapse property. Collapse means actually what it means is that it is the combined. Okay, so example, this is your table, and here you have borders, right? So here what happened? Border between the first cell and the second cell is collapsed, it's combined. Or if you don't want borders to be collapsed, then you can do like this. Like this. Okay, separate borders you will get for each and every cell. Okay, so for border collapse, here we have two values. One is a border collapse, two possible values. So the first one is a collapse and the second one is a separate. Say example, if I do like this table, what is the property? Border collapse, value is a colon, value is a collapse. Okay, then what happened? Borders between a cell will be collapsed. But if you don't want borders to be collapsed, for each and every cell I want to give a different border, then we will use border collapse separate. Each and every cell borders are separated, and when you separate a border of each and every cell, that border can be given in different styles. That is a border collapse property. Okay. Now, border spacing property. The next one is the border spacing. Right? Border spacing is the one example. This is your table. These are the borders. So, if you want to give a space between the borders, this space. Okay, space between the cell is nothing but the border spacing. Border spacing. So, border spacing also, you can give the value. Border spacing. Example 5. Like how much space you want between your borders, that you can give by using the border spacing. Okay. The next one is the empty cells. See example, you will change. You have empty cells like this. A, B, D. Example, this is the empty cell. So the empty cells by default visible to the user. Whatever empty cell is there, that will be visible to the user. But you don't want to show the empty cells. If you want to hide the empty cells, that is also possible. Okay, so using the empty cells, what is the use of these properties? If you want to make empty cells visible to the user, you can make it, that is by default. But if you want to hide, that you can hide. Empty cells you can hide. So here we have two properties. One is the empty cells show property, and the second one is the empty cells hide property. So if you give a show property, empty cells will be visible to the user. And if you give empty cells hide property, empty cells will be we won't show that empty cells to the user. Means that will be hidden from the user like this. So this will be like this. Empty cells hide if you give the hide property. Then table, empty cells, show. Then what happened? Empty cells will be visible to the user. Or if you give like this, table, empty cells, hide. So empty cells will be hidden from a user. So two possible values for a table. Okay. Now the next one is a table layout. Actually, when this table layout property is used is, see for the table, this is a browser window, and table you have given some space. This must you have given example. I have created one table on the browser window, and that browser window I have given this space. Suppose whatever space you have given, that space is not enough to fit the content of the browser. So I am giving a content like this. That content, this space is not enough. So I want to increase the size. Example. Okay, so that is nothing but the table layout. So whatever content you have given to a table, that the table content, the space, how much space you have given to a table, that is not enough to store the content. Example, if the content is more, in that cases you can give a different values. Okay, so table layout, different values, and depends on the value whether increase the size of the table or decrease the size of the table you can give. Okay, so here for a table layout we have a different values. Okay, first one is the fixed, second one is the auto. So here fixed, two value, first one, the second one is the auto. So your fixed means here for each and every cell in the table, the fixed size, fixed length will be calculated. Okay, and where is automatic means here the column and that cell's size is not fixed. According to the content, the size will be increased or decreased. That is the table layout property. Table. Here, what is the table layout properties? Fixed. So I want to fix. Right. The next one is the caption size. See, caption size means by default, when you give the caption to a table, where the caption will be displayed, example, there is a table. Okay. So where the caption will be displayed, center, example, ABC. This is the caption. So by default here you will know, I want to change the position of the caption. Okay, say example, I want the left side, I want the right side, I want the top, or I want the bottom. So that property you can give by using the caption side. Okay, so here properties, table, caption side. Example, I am giving the right of the table, right side of the table. Okay. So this is a caption side properties, and these are all the table properties. Means the CSS properties you can apply to tables. Okay. So if you want to modify the appearance of the table and the width, height, and the colors, background color, background image of the table, that you can give by using these properties. And here you can add two more properties also. The table, background color, background color, whatever background color you want to give to the table, you can give anyway. Next, background image also you can give. So this background color and background images already I have explained here, background properties. So these are the available properties you can apply to a table. Okay. Now I will give you one example program to illustrate all the table properties. Okay. First I will start from a head section. HTML, head, next, style, type equals to text / CSS. Okay, from this code we are including CSS code inside HTML. From this line, wherever you include a style tag inside HTML, from that point your CSS code will be included inside HTML. Now here I am giving the same property to the table, tr, th. Okay, so whatever properties have given, all those properties you can give. Example, color, blue, text color and blue. Background color, example yellow. Background image also you can give. Text align, example I am giving the right side. Okay, text align I have given right side, and whatever properties have given, padding. Example, taking space. Okay, and collapse, border collapse, or separate. Okay, next border style, dashed line. Okay, and more properties are given. All those properties you can give using the CSS. One more border spacing is also there. Border spacing, example 10 pixels. Next, caption side, right side again. Okay, now after this continuation everything. After this, close this. Here I have opened that, here I am closing. Next, close the style tag, close the head tag, open the body tag. Inside the body, you create the table. Okay, so table, tr. Here I am not giving any property. Why? Because whatever properties, whatever styles I want to give to the table, all these are given in the CSS code. So again, you no need to give a styles to this one. Okay, now here in the creating a table, what tags will get? tr, td, th. So that increases. And first give the caption, example third VLC, and close the caption. Next give the table row. Next, after the table row, table data. I am giving this only. Whatever content you want to give, you can give D. Next, TD. and close the table. So close the table, close the body and close the HTML. Okay. So these are tables properties. Okay, what properties you can apply to a table when you are creating a table. Okay, so these are all properties I have given in a CSS code, right? And with this video, I will add the practical part of this also, so that clearly you will get how can we apply CSS properties to a HTML element. Okay, so here table, th, tr, td are the table elements, and that table elements we are HTML elements actually. That to that elements we are giving the styles by using the CSS code. Okay, that practical part also I will add. Okay, thank you. Okay, students. Now I will give you the practical part of tables. Okay, CSS table properties. So first, in order to create a table, we'll use the body section. Okay, so there we'll create the tables. So first you open the notepad. So here I am typing a notepad and press enter. It will display the notepad. So this is your editor. Here we'll write a HTML program. So first you write a HTML code. HTML. Next, inside the HTML you give the head section. Head section. Next, inside the head section, here I am including a style tag. Style type equals to text / CSS. So we using this tag we can include CSS code inside the HTML document. So here what CSS code we are adding here is we are adding the CSS code to a table elements. So I am giving like this table. For table what property I am giving is border example 10 pixels I am giving 10 px semicolon. Next border style I am giving border dash style dash it border I am giving. You can give any border, different types of borders I have explained in the last class. Give the semicolon and close it. Okay, so first close the style tag. Next close the head, because style tag will include inside the head section only. So after closing the style tag, immediately you close the head tag. Now you open the body tag. Body, inside the body you create a table. So inside the body I am creating a table. Next you give the caption. Example BSc I am giving as a caption, and close the caption. Now after that you give the TR table row. This is the first row. Inside the first row I am giving two columns I am giving. First one is example physics, and I am closing a TD. The second one is a second column TD. Here I am giving electronics and close TD. Next I am giving a stats. Okay. Next here stats I am giving, close TD. So this is the first row. Save it. Here I am saving a file as a43.html. You can give any name. So here I am giving a43.html. and it should be all files. And here I am giving a location. You can see the location. Desktop I am selecting. So desktop, save it. So your file has been saved. Now we'll see the execution here. This is your file. Open with Internet Explorer. You can see the output here. Okay. Because width have given 10 have given, right? Here border 10 pixels have given, 10 pixels have given, and border style dashed have given. So border size is 10 pixels have given, border style dashed, so that is why you are getting a dashed borders. So here I am decreasing this size, 5 pixels I am giving. Save this, come to browser window, refresh this. So this is a table borders. Okay. Next up, where is the caption here? Top, no? Now here will give the caption. Caption side. This property I have already have explained. Semicolon. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. It is not taking caption property. Right. Caption side. Here I have changed the bottom. Actually, right is not working in this browser window. So here caption side have given bottom. So it is displayed at the bottom of the table. Caption is displayed at the bottom of the table. Okay. So caption here top I will give. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. It is the top of the table. Now here few properties have explained already. Border collapse, that will include border collapse. Border collapse here separate. Separate. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. Some mistake here. Border collapse. Separate. Here it is a spelling mistake. SEPA it is. Separate. Save it. Browser window. Refresh this. Okay. Collapse, separate, border collapse. We'll change this dashed line and we'll see it is a separated and remember one point, all the properties are not supported by all the browser. Collapse, it is a solid, right? Save. Again we'll open one more window. We'll see. Border collapse, border side solid. It's correct only. Save. You can see this. Border is collapsed. Sometimes because of some internal error it is not showing that. Okay, again we'll try whether it is showing this or not. Collapse separated is not working. Okay, border collapse is not working. Collapse it is separate. Okay, we'll see later what is the problem here. Next you have a border space. So like this, all properties you can add up here. Border width, example 10 pixels. Next you can give a text color example yellow. Just come to browser window, refresh this like this. Okay, so this is about border properties, and whatever properties I have explained in a theory class, you add all those properties. Okay, next and one more thing, all the properties will not work in the same browser window, right? Caption side, empty cells, everything I have explained in the theory, that you practice. Okay, thank you.